In a world where every vote counts, where the power to shape the future lies in the hands of the people, the stakes have never been higher. Welcome to IntualityAI's Election Edge, your go-to source for the most accurate and insightful election predictions.
Go vote.
Here's Howard and Grant to tell you about exciting IntualityAI's predictions update.
Hi, and welcome to IntualityAI's Election Edge podcast, where for the last couple of months we have been using Intuality's AI predictive system that combines human with artificial intelligence to make predictions about the presidential election. It's been very close, but up to this point, each week, IntualityAI has predicted that Harris will win the election, which is not more than a couple of weeks away. But what is the latest, Grant?
Well, the latest is it's even getting closer, and it's an amazing. The system is our system is a standalone system. It makes its predictions with no human input from us, and most of the data coming in is coming from the polling organizations, of which there are about 25 credible polling organizations across the country, and it's taking that data in real time and updating the alerts and the predictions and so forth. And so we're going to give you the latest, not to say that it couldn't change tomorrow, but this is quite a race.
Okay, so what do we have?
Okay, so the first thing is this chart that we've been showing ever since we started this a couple months ago. On the right, on the left is today. It says the 23rd, it's actually yesterday, but each one of the little points in the chart going to the right represents one day. And so if you can see my cursor here, the 5th of November is right out in here. So if we go back to the left on the y-axis, we see that it's predicting Trump to be up to about 47, and we're not sure. It's going to be 47, maybe and 3/4, something like that. Where for the same time, it's predicting Harris to be right around 48, 7, something like that. So extremely close race, and so that's where it is right now. And this is the result of the popular election, the popular opinion, and but of course we has to all be correlated down to what it looks like in the Electoral College. So I'm going to go to that. The predictions for the Electoral College are these right here, and these are all up to date. At the top part of the top 2/3 of the chart are the details that have been divided up into two sections. One is the popular vote that is not represented by the swing states. There are 7 swing states, and they represent the popular vote. Everything else represents about 445 electoral votes. The swing states represent about 93, and going to the right. It is predicting Harris to be slightly ahead in the popular vote for all of those states not in the 7 state swing states category. And then in the swing states, it's got Trump ahead by roughly 1 point for the swing states. And one of the things that IntualityAI does, it comes out with its predictions, but it also produces a confidence value of those predictions that it makes. And so going to the third part of the chart, going to the left, or to the right rather, it is adjusting the predictions with its confidence value. And in that case, it's showing in the popular vote 248 or 242 for Harris, 188 for Trump. And then down in the swing states, with that adjustment for confidence, it's got them flat even in the swing states, 46 to 46. In terms of electoral votes. So all of this gets added down to the bottom section of the chart. And this shows the overall result. Harris going from left to right is predictions of 262 electoral votes right now for 48.8%, and Trump 257, 47.8% of that. But for confidence adjustment, it widens because the system is really showing greater confidence in its predictions for the Harris votes and somewhat less for Trump. So the difference widens to 53 and 43, or a difference about 10% in the overall electoral college. So that's the result.
Okay, and so that actually is suggesting Harris by overall 55 votes adjusted for confidence. Is that correct?
Yeah, 55% to 43%. Yeah.
Yeah. And
That, I should point out that that's a number that varies significantly from
yes,
one update to the next.
right, right.
Yeah.
So this is very similar to what we've been seeing over the last 3 or 4 weeks. Last week, there seemed to be an uptick, I think, for Trump, where we had him ahead in the swing states, but that seems to have changed this week.
Yeah, it has. And things like Harris's town hall interview last night and other interviews that they're both doing from one night to the next is definitely affecting these narrow results here. Not much, but it is affecting them. So it's very much a neck and neck race so far.
Absolutely. And we will keep track of this, and we'll be back in a few days to give you the update as we have the rundown of the last couple of weeks. This is definitely going to go down to the wire.
Right.
And again, when you factor in the potential margin of error of these polls, then that really throws everything into disarray. But we'll see. IntualityAI has been very accurate in its polling predictions over the years. So we will just report what it says. Again, it does this completely independent of any input that anyone else has. So this is the machine technology.
Yeah, I should point out three things. One is that, just to remind everybody, the system has been doing this since 2012. That was the second Obama election. And it has correctly predicted every presidential election over this entire period of time. The other thing that's not being shown here, it is making predictions on as many as, I guess, 40 or so, 40 to 50 additional races in Congress and at the state level. That all of those predictions are available free online at our website, IntualityAI.com. And you can go in there and register, or you can register, but it's free. This information is free if you want to go in and look at it. We will ask you to register, but it's a rather simple process. And so that is the other thing. And then, of course, the system is running 24/7, and it is updating real time as new information comes in. And so the results on the website will be more up to date than what we're showing here. This is a snapshot, and we're doing this every half week. Our next podcast is going to be next Wednesday, I believe, if you can make that, Howard.
Sure.
That will be the next update. We'll see where we stand. But in the meantime, if people want to see what's really going on from one day to the next, they can go to the website and register and get this information real time from the system.
Great. So we'll be posting to the YouTube channel as we have for all of these podcasts. And it'll be interesting to see where we are in a few days' time, really narrowing down the time at that point, just a few days before the election.